The half missing face? What the?
On June 7th, 2025, Madison Clydesdale, creator of the YouTube channel Madison Clydesdale, documents her solo off-grid life at a remote cabin in British Columbia, Canada. Her channel centers on cabin living, homesteading, and wilderness survival. In this episode, routine tasks unfold in an isolated environment where large wildlife regularly passes through her land, far from roads, neighbors, or immediate help.
Hey bear! There were 3 black bears and a bobcat when I checked the cameras about a week ago. I think they go up into the mountain, then they come back down, walk through my path that's up here. I have to keep Kiro really close because I haven't seen any grizzlies yet, but if there's any cubs, they could charge at Kiro. This is the trail cam that's kind of in the middle of this path. This is a path that kind of cuts across up the mountain a bit, and it goes both ways. So I'm gonna check the screen here. Oh, goodness gracious. That was right there, just a day ago. One took a bite out of my solar panel. It still functions fine, it seems. This solar panel is probably not gonna work anymore. I knew there were bears, but these are 2 together. They're most likely a mating pair. So if this is the middle section, I also have a trail cam down at the other end of my property, and then I have one down this way. It is a bear highway. You know, I will take a bobcat any day over a bear, but I am grateful that they're just black bears that we're seeing. Okay, I took some time to really take in this footage. I've recently learned May to July is mating season. These 2 bears that are together are most likely a male and female. The male will follow around the female for a few days while it's trying to mate with it. It will protect it from other bears mating with it, and it's going to be territorial during this time. It looks like that was just a play fight, or the male was trying to get with the female and she said no, kick rocks. My guess is it's the female that's turning around and going back the same way they came from. The male continues on for a few minutes because if you look at the timestamps, it's all really close together. So the male will be Cinnamon and the female will be Spicy. Cinnamon keeps scratching his back. And what I've learned from looking it up, because I was like, is this bear's back that itchy? Why is only one of them doing it? It is a mating thing. So it's a male letting females know that he's available, and it's also a territorial thing. They have scent glands on their back and they're rubbing their scent on the trees for other females and other bears to know. It also shows how big they are. The higher that the scent goes and the higher the scratches go, the larger the bear. So it looks like he turns around after doing that and goes back after her and then wanders off into the distance. The next day, there's another black bear, and I know this one's different because it's not as red as the other 2. Those are the first 2 cinnamon type bears I've seen. I'm guessing this is also a male because he's rubbing his back on trees. He's doing the same thing. I kind of want to name this one Sid because of his nose. It's honestly really cute, and I am learning so much from seeing this footage.
Madison begins by checking her security cameras, confirming repeated visits from black bears and a bobcat moving through her property. She notes that bear mating season increases activity, and one bear has already damaged her solar panel, affecting a critical power source. In this environment, small damage can quickly become serious. Here, signs appear only after something has already crossed the line.
I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the property by ATV. It's a one-man show over here. There's no cameraman, so I had to show the drone to explain how I'm getting these shots. But I think this is a really cool way to show there is no flat ground on this property. It is going to be hard to build on, but this area up here is where we want the main house to go eventually, hopefully one day. This area up here is one of my favorites. They cleared it out, I think, for a tiny home, another one, whoever sold it to us. So there's a wood stack up here that I also have to bring down. This is where I want the future sauna to be built, and maybe a cold plunge, but there's no water hookup over here. So a ravine to that side, but no water in it, and a dried up ravine to that side. And I want to build a bridge, and that's kind of the main section where I think the house will go. But yeah, okay, back down we go. One of the reasons Parker and I built a woodshed right away is because there is piles of wood all over the property from trees that have fallen or have been cut down. And when they're just stacked underneath the trees, because it's an interior rainforest, they rot. It's really good wood now, but if it sits out here for over a year, it's gonna be rotten and no good anymore. So we have to transport this wood. This thing is just so much fun. Throw them, else it's gonna take me all day. All right, let's go back. Ooh, there's these beetles in here. They're going. This is the door I could not carry by myself in the last video. Oh. I'm only not wearing my helmet because I'm going about 2 kilometers an hour. That's my store wood pile. In the winter, I'll cover it with a tarp. A lot of people watching this are thinking, oh my gosh, I want to live that lifestyle, but it is work every single day. Work on top of your actual work. And I'm definitely grateful for it. I love it, but it's not for everyone.
She then focuses on work around the land, using an older Yamaha Kodiak ATV to haul wood before seasonal rain arrives. Drone shots reveal steep, uneven terrain, highlighting how difficult access is. Madison continues preparing resources by hand, fully aware that outside assistance is limited and delays carry consequences. Out here, preparation is the only buffer against isolation. Later, Madison hikes into the Kootenay Mountains with her dog, Kuro. Melting snow makes the terrain unstable, with frequent post-holing slowing progress. She shares survival advice about firmer snow in shaded areas and warns against melting red-tinted snow.
Oh. This tree is buried in the snow, so if I release it... Oh, it's really buried. Okay, it's too buried. I'll just go around. Just a gorgeous day. You can see all the snow on the mountain still. We're switchbacking, headed up over there. We're one of the first on the trail this year, it looks like, and there's definitely some fall down from the winter. There's no other footprints in the snow besides Kiro's. Beautiful, beautiful day. Haven't seen any bear scat on the actual trail yet, so that's great. Just got myself on an island here. Post hold, my leg went all the way under. So I'm gonna try and get back without hurting myself. Should I try and walk on this or should I go back down? These trees are buried, which means the snow is deep here. I thought this was the trail. Okay. You are as light as water. Oh. Okay, ow. Oh, I gotta get back down there. I'm not as light as water. Oh, it's cold. Whew, that burns the leg. How do I get across this? Okay, it's not as deep here. Oh, ow! Ow! My ankle. Oh, ow, it's stuck. Okay, camera didn't capture it, but that rock, I basically slid and my foot went underneath the rock. This is just the side of a mountain. Pretty steep, so that's the trail. This is a hill, but this whole trail is covered in snow. I can't go that way, it's too bushwhacky. It's midday, so all this snow is melting and I don't understand where the trail is. Well, we're almost at the lake, so I think I gotta just go for it. This is the kind of weather that someone can get lost in pretty easily. So it's all snow here, and if someone's thinking that they can follow their footsteps back, by the time you start heading back, even if it's like 15 minutes later, the sun could have melted your footprints and it'll be impossible to retrace your steps. You gotta hop this creek. Kiro, be careful. Be careful, honey. But that looks like a trail. Oh! Wow, what a jump! Oh my god. I had to work up the courage for that one. Another tip, bring sunglasses. I usually don't like wearing sunglasses, I just wear a hat, but this is snow blindness. When the sun reflects off the snow, it can actually burn your face from below, and it's really hard on the eyes. So a hat isn't enough to keep your face from burning. You also need sunscreen. There's a little lake there, so that must mean that we're close. Hey bear! Hey bear! Oh yeah, it's covered in snow. We made it. Wow. Wow, I'm so happy to be here. Whenever you approach a lake like this, could be a moose drinking water or that was beautiful, but it is time to go. One quick thing, so you see this red? It's not blood, it's runoff and it's toxic. And you don't want to scoop up and melt that snow. It's runoff from what? I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen. Okay, let's go get some lunch. First we got a post hole back. I'm coming back here in a month to go swimming. I'm so excited. I mean, I think it'll be melted in a month.
After reaching a frozen Alpine lake, she turns back, knowing conditions can change without warning. Back at the cabin, she treats mold on the ceiling beams to prevent further deterioration. The day ends quietly, but the risks remain. Viewers point out that bears rarely seek conflict, yet warn that quieter dangers, unstable snow, silent predators, and isolation, pose greater threats. In places like this, the most serious risks leave little time to react. When danger becomes routine, is the real threat what moves through the forest? Or what happens when one mistake leaves no one close enough to respond? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. When the past refuses to stay silent, exploring places marked by tragedy becomes a dangerous gamble. This investigation follows Angelo, the creator of the YouTube channel, Exploring with Angelo, who is known for traveling alone to some of the world's most remote and paranormally active locations in an effort to document the unexplained. One night, he returned to Mount 7 in British Columbia, a mountain as beautiful as it is deadly, infamous for fatal accidents involving miners, lumber workers, suspicious deaths, and paragliding incidents.
It's also haunted. What we do know is that it's haunted by, probably people who used to work up in that area, which is a very dangerous spot to be in, especially during the winter. I have been up there during the winter time, and it is quite treacherous. So we do know there's deaths from, lumber workers, miners, all that sort of thing. And yeah, there's also something else going on up there. On multiple occasions now, I have seen something, and I don't know who or what it is.
Angelo believed the mountain was haunted and felt a heavy presence there, something he had encountered on multiple occasions and hoped to understand. As he headed toward the summit to camp, he reached a familiar sight and immediately noticed something wrong. The large metal fire pit that had always been a permanent fixture was completely gone.
It smells so good up here. So I don't know if I'm tripping out or something, but I swear the fire pit is missing. What? So the spot is empty, and there's no one here, which is good. That means we might be able to camp up here again. I am obviously going to go to the top, because you have to. If you come up here, you literally have to go all the way to the top, but kind of confused. Where did it... Yeah, it's literally missing. Unless I'm tripping or somebody moved it somewhere. There is legit no fire pit anymore. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it like literally right there? Either someone stole it. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, that's weird. Odd. So yeah, there used to be like a building over here, which is gone now. I don't know why.
Unable to find it anywhere, he questioned whether it had been stolen or if something stranger was already unfolding. As night fell and tension built, 2 loud, forceful knocks echoed from the woods, far too deliberate to be natural. Armed with bear spray, Angelo ventured into the pitch-black forest, where his flashlight revealed the missing fire pit had somehow been moved dozens of feet away and hidden among the trees. As he returned to camp, a sudden crash sent him running back to find his heavy table and tripod violently overturned, with no one around and no logical explanation.
Sounded like something crashed. What was it? I don't see anything. Wait, what the f***? Whoa! How the hell did that happen? What the f***? Something knocked the table over. And my tripod. Okay.
Choosing to relocate, Angelo drove farther down the mountain and confirmed via GPS that he had unknowingly stopped at the exact location where 2 bodies had once been found in a car under suspicious circumstances. While exploring a narrow, eroding road nearby, the night escalated when a piercing scream tore through the forest, followed moments later by another scream from a different direction.
Holy crap, what the f***? Holy f***, I just saw him again. What the f***? What the f***? Guys? Oh my god, I'm sorry, but... Holy crap, that scared me. Oh my god. I just saw the man up there again. With the half-missing face? What the... What are you?
He then saw the same entity he had encountered before, a man-like figure with half of its face missing, appearing briefly in the darkness before vanishing. Terrified, Angelo fled to his car, only to notice 2 unexplained handprints pressed into the hood, as if something had leaned against it while he was gone. While skeptics may point to isolation, fear, or environmental causes, the escalating activity, physical disturbances, and repeated sightings suggest something more aggressive, leaving one final question unanswered. Was Mount 7 replaying its tragic past, or was something still there, waiting for its next visitor? On February 12, 2024, Rob Parsons, creator of the YouTube channel Rob Parsons, documents a solo gold prospecting trip on Tasmania's remote west coast. His channel focuses on gold hunting, bushcraft, and outdoor survival. In this episode, Rob works a quiet creek where gold is still plentiful, yet signs of past miners remain scattered, tools left behind in a place that once promised enough value to keep people coming back.
Good morning. I slept in again, 8:45. Oh, day's getting away from me. I'm gonna rush brekkie and get straight down there and start working. Shovel, pan, classifier. I left the pickaxe, sluice box, and yabby pump. Got gloves, my mask, torch, batteries, and snuffer without the gold in it. Off to work we go. Feel a bit light not carrying the pickaxe. Feel like something's wrong. Anyway, pretty sure I've got everything. Got a new way to get down to the creek now, and it avoids a massive log jam, which is just in there. There's actually quite a good little track that runs through here all the way to where after that log jam is, and it's only coincidental it's not because the old timers had it here. That stuff only fell down probably a year ago. It's all very fresh. Oh no way, shovel. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. The old timer's shovel. That's can't believe I just saw that. I just saw the face of it. Oh, there's heaps of stuff here. That's a fry pan. See that? Oh, gotta be so careful with it. Look at that. I've never actually properly explored that much inland. Like, I've only really been along the creek because it's pretty easy going. But that's something I definitely need to do, is get in these hills a bit more. This place has got a lot of secrets.
Rob begins the day at his temporary forest camp, explaining his plan to search untouched crevices along the creek. After preparing basic tools, he follows a new route down to the water, avoiding fallen timber blocking the old path. Along the way, he uncovers a rusted shovel and an old frying pan buried in the soil. Rob believes they belong to miners who worked this creek over a century ago, likely keeping the location secret due to how rich it was. The tools remain, but the people who use them are long gone.
Alright, so here we are. Now the trick to running a sluice, so I'm told, is finding the right amount of flow and depth of water to run through it. Because you need the river to do the work for you, but you can't have too much flow running through it, otherwise you'll lose all of the material, including the gold. But you can't have too little either, otherwise none of the material works. Now, the rule of thumb is, I think, when you've got the right amount, you get like a little V in the top plate. So I'll have a bit of a play here and see if I can get that happening. See, that there's not looking too bad. It's pretty flat. It's got a nice, you can see the water running over the riffles there. There's some nice clay-like material mixed in with the hard packed rocks. See if we can get some of that out. Get out what we can with the hands first. We're just going to feed the concentrates into the sluice box, and we'll do this about maybe 10 pans full, and then we'll check what we've caught in the sluice. Just take a spoonful and feed it in. I haven't quite got enough flow, so I'm going to have to help some of it over the lip. There's a nice visible piece of gold right there, so that's a very good start. If we can see gold, it means there might be more gold in here. I'm going to take this riffle plate off and we'll see what we caught in the mat. And I'm going to gently shake off any material that's caught itself in the mat. You always want to make sure that your footprint of the mat is over the pan, because if you've got any gold, you don't want it falling outside of the pan. So I heard anyway. It's pretty good. Let's see what we got. So any gold we've got from the sluice mat will be sitting in the front part of this pan, and we'll just wash away all the light material to begin. Already got some heavies appearing, which is a great sign. There's what I'm looking at, some nice chunks coming through already. I guess that's the problem when you're working with these heavy sands and ironstone, is the gold isn't that much different to them in weight. So you got to be careful. So this here is 4 pans. That was about half hour sluicing. Oh, I lost a bit. All right, that's enough of that. Not bad. Some good chunks in there. She's all chunky stuff. Nice.
Moving into the creek, Rob sets up a sluice box in a section with steady flow. He explains how natural current separates heavy material, allowing gold to settle. After processing several buckets of gravel, small pickers begin to appear among the black sand. As he continues, the gold becomes more solid and chunky, confirming that this stretch of water still holds significant value. Despite the clear rewards, the creek shows no signs of being actively worked.
So I've just been working my way up towards this waterfall, quite heavy the flow, but managed to find a few bits of gold, and I've just come across a nice little sun-baking nugget.
That's it right there. And if it wasn't so hard trying to film one-handed whilst trying to pry it out of its resting place with a face full of waterfall, you'd have a much better view of me dislodging it.
Nice little shit. Nice little egg. Little speckled egg. Might be a gram there, I reckon.
This spot began to show plenty more sunbakers. Quite evident that the exposed surface of the bedrock was a thoroughfare for what we call a pay streak, a line that defines the path that gold travels in a stream. The small cracks in the bedrock provide the perfect place for the gold to get trapped as it travels over.
Crazy, I've moved up like another foot. Alright, it wasn't 3, it was only 2. I don't know what that other thing was, a yellow rock. Looked like gold, alright.
After working the rapid, I continued collecting the odd piece here and there, not knowing that I was about to find one of the best crevices I've ever found. For whatever reason, this crevice had been completely overlooked. The overhanging fold above it provided the perfect dropout zone for gold to fall into. That's everything from today.
Rob then shifts to sniping beneath a small waterfall, manually clearing crevices under moving water. He discovers exposed gold sitting directly on bedrock and later finds a narrow crack tucked beneath jagged rock that others appear to have overlooked. This crevice produces some of the most unusual and dense pieces of gold from the trip.
Let's kick things off with day one's hole. First up, we've got this beautiful chunk, 6'7". The Golden Tooth, 0.42, a nice chunky pickup, 0.43, still nothing to sneeze at 0.43, Golden Rabbit, 0.32, and day one's total, 12.69 grams. Next up we've got day 2. And day 2's total, 10.41 grams, which means the 2 days combined, 23.13 grams.
Back at camp, Rob weighs the total yield from 2 days, revealing more than 23 grams of gold, roughly matching the video's title. He relaxes by the fire, satisfied with the results. Many viewers praise the beauty of the creek and Rob's skill, but others noticed something unsettling: valuable ground, abandoned tools, and no sign of recent claims. In places like this, wealth alone doesn't explain why people stop coming back. If this creek once offered enough gold to build a livelihood, what made those earlier miners leave their tools behind? And why has no one returned to finish what they started? Meet Brockus, the creator behind the YouTube channel bearing his name. Along with his friends Carlos, Manny, Jonathan, and Eduardo, he investigates some of the most reportedly haunted locations, aiming to uncover the truth behind chilling local legends. One night, their investigation led them to a place known as Haunted Hills in Albuquerque, a location with a dark reputation tied to stories of a hermit who allegedly dragged women up the hill to their deaths. Carlos, who was familiar with the area, explained it was also known for witchcraft, strange rituals, and shadowy figures seen moving through the brush.
In this video, we're going to be exploring mystery of the Haunted Hill here in Albuquerque. One of the reasons why this place is haunted is because a long time ago, there was this guy that killed women. This guy used to drag him up the hill and kill this innocent woman.
When I first started looking into it, it was basically about the main story was about this guy. He basically was like a hermit, from what I heard, and that he would like kidnap like mostly women He would lure women up like this cave up here in the mountain, and he would fucking, I don't know if he like sexually abused them or anything like that, but he would kill them. Well, I've experienced like just seeing him or hearing him like walking, dragging bodies, stuff like that. You can be on the trail, because this is a big trail. Like in the daylight, it looks completely different, but you can hear things behind you shuffling. So like up in these hills, they talk about those walkers, you know what I mean? Being present, you got to be careful. There's a lot of wood I've done up here, a lot of rituals. There's a lot of stuff. We were sitting right here, bro. And fucking, I kid you not, bro, we saw something shuffling through this, right through here, bro. See where that trash can is? Yeah. It went right behind that fucking bush right there next to the cactus, dude.
To begin their investigation, the group started a spirit box session, calling out into the darkness in hopes of contacting whatever lingered there.
If there's any spirits here with us, can you connect with us? Can you make any certain sound? The spirit box, you can connect. Is there anyone with us right now? What's your name? L? C?
The device produced fragmented responses and names, including Gerald, Ivy, and Christina, before the session took a sinister turn when a cold, clear voice delivered a direct threat, warning it would make them suffer. Shaken, the group decided the negative energy was too strong, turned off the device, and continued their ascent up the dark trail.
I'll make you suffer.
You're not allowed to do that. You're allowed to stay. You're not allowed to follow us home. You're allowed to stay here at this place.
Said we come with respect. We're not trying to cause any trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why, because there's a lot of going on right now. Like them are playing around over there. We're not really being serious about it. Christina, you still here with us? Oh, let's try somewhere else, I guess. Thank you, Christina.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
All right, guys. So I'm going to start recording. We already got a little bit of some activity going on. We got a name of Gerald, and a woman's name, Ivy and Christina. Remember those names? Heather.
As they climbed deeper into the hills, the tension escalated. A foul, pungent odor they identified as human filled the air, and they constantly heard footsteps trailing close behind. Their unease intensified when a rock was suddenly thrown from the darkness, landing alarmingly close, confirming they were not alone.
Do you guys smell that? Yeah. Like piss? It's not animal piss though. Human piss.
The brightest one I have is the one that fucking Brian's using right now. What the fuck was that? Was that you?
No.
That was you.
No.
Don't fuck with me, guys. Was that you or not? Tell me, dude. That's great.
Nah, someone threw a rock.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Hold on, I keep like hearing footsteps.
Nearing the top, one of them spotted something unsettling against the skyline. At first, it looked like a strangely shaped tree, but as they focused their camera, the figure began to move.
What is it?
Yeah. Oh, nah, bro. That thing's like looking at us, bro.
What is it? It's a tree, bro.
Don't look at it directly, bro. Look kind of up.
Very top, like someone's standing right there, waiting for us. It's a tree, bro.
Oh, no, bro. Nah, bro. No. That thing's moving, bro.
It swayed unnaturally, then abruptly lurched to the right as a loud sound echoed from its direction. Realizing it was neither a tree nor any animal they could identify, and believing something was waiting for them at the peak, the group abandoned their investigation and rushed back down the hill.
Bro, hey, that shit just fucking moved to the right.
What the fuck? Oh, did you hear that? Dude, something just fucking moved right there, dude. Oh, fuck.
All right, we're in the safe zone. We don't see it no more, bro, because... All right, give me a sec. I'm kind of upset. We didn't get to go up, but the thing that we saw was not really human being. It was not an animal. I think it was something like witchcraft shit. I think it was some witchcraft.
Although they escaped Haunted Hills unharmed, the image of the moving figure stayed with them. What they saw that night remains unclear. Was it the spirit linked to the hill's violent history, something connected to ritual activity, or an unknown presence entirely? They left with more questions than answers, but one thing was certain. Their encounter at Haunted Hills was something they would not soon forget. On August 31st, 2025, Brent Underwood, creator of the YouTube channel Ghost Town Living, enters a working gold mine first opened more than 125 years ago. His channel documents life, labor, and restoration inside abandoned towns and historic mining sites. This time, Brent works deep inside a high-elevation mine near the Canadian border, where access is limited, conditions are harsh, and mistakes carry lasting consequences.
All right, Homestead training out of the way. I am officially a miner, and so it is time to get to work. Jason, what we got going on?
Now that you're an official miner, we got 12 hours. We're gonna go underground to the gold vein. Today we're gonna drill it out, we're gonna blast it, and then we're gonna come back in, muck it into bags, and see how much ore we can get for the day.
Off ladder.
So this is the jack leg we're going to be using to drill this round out. This thing probably hasn't changed much in about 75 years. So this is kind of old technology, but it still works really well.
Before its invention, drilling holes for explosives was done by hand, with a hammer and a chisel. A miner would strike and twist a steel rod into the rock, slowly carving out each hole.
This drill weighs about 120 pounds. That's the point I'm trying to make there. The leg is 2 stages, and it's run by air. So the more air you give the leg will extend and push the drill into the bottom of the hole, and that's what makes it. It's not me sitting here pushing the drill in. It's all pneumatically powered.
The jack leg. It's a 100-pound pneumatic drill that vibrates so violently it shakes your entire body and the rock around you. That's why it's risky. You're not just drilling, you're destabilizing. All right, so we're about 2 hours into it. We got all the holes drilled. And Jason, how you feeling after that?
Oh man, it's always fun getting back on the jack leg, but it really takes it out of you. It's heavy, it's loud, it's just a beast to handle, but we got all 16 holes drilled in 2 hours. I'm pretty impressed with that. We did pretty good.
Inside the tunnel, Brent begins drilling directly into a quartz vein. The jackleg drill pushes back with constant force, demanding full control as noise and vibration take over the space. He explains how earlier miners drilled by hand and how modern tools compress days of labor into hours. As he finishes the drilling pattern, the task feels less like progress and more like endurance. Every movement matters here, because the mine reacts immediately to pressure. What comes next depends entirely on how precise this moment was.
Next step in the process is the explosives. We've got AMFO, caps, some boosters, and a zero. We got to go load all the holes that we just drilled, set it up so they time just right so it all blasts out into our muck pile, and then we can make it all go boom.
How about this though? 16 holes, correct?
All right, so about 4 hours in or so, and this is what the wall looks like. So that is going to blast out of here, hit that, go down, and that's what the gold will be.
So we've got everything hooked up. The last stage is to connect the battery, which ignites the zero and continues and shoots the whole round.
Oh, well, this is an exciting moment because we did the blast, and now we gotta go up and see the result of the blast and of all the ore.
Well, this is just about the worst case scenario. This is a chunk that was about halfway through our round and came from about 50 feet that way. Now we got a map.
So the first hazard you guys gotta deal with is tripping hazards. The second is all the spikes are unaccounted for. I don't know where they are. If you step on them, it's gonna go through your foot. Hey, the GoPro's alive.
Hey!
My headlight's alive.
My camera is right around here.
With the holes prepared, Brent helps load ANFO explosives into the rock face. He knows the blast must break the vein cleanly without turning the tunnel into chaos. When the explosion triggers, the force travels farther than expected. Rock flies down the passage, damaging nearby equipment and filling the air with dust. The space grows unstable in seconds, reminding everyone how little margin exists underground. The mine answers effort with power that refuses to be controlled.
A lot of this will be cleanup. We were hoping to come in and just have easy to muck bags, you know, that way you can get this ore out of here, get the gold out. Now we got waste mixed in with ore. All right, so the waste rock mixed in with the ore, so what we're gonna be doing now is just picking up the ore when we can find it, throwing it in a bag. Next came the mucking, probably the most demanding part of mining. It means removing broken rock. In our case, it involved manpower, picking up rocks and moving them. Sometimes you're bagging high-grade ore, other times you're just moving junk, and sometimes you're separating the ore from the waste.
Right there at my fingertip.
Yeah, I see it.
It's gold. Here's a piece I just pulled out of the muck pile, and there's a nice little gold kind of wire sticking out there. There's gold speckle all across the top here. This is a nice piece.
All right, so in the end, we got 176 bags at about 25 pounds a piece, so about 4,400 pounds or 2¼ tons. And Jason, this stuff's running
About an ounce a ton.
so we're about 2 ounces today.
Yeah, a little over 2 ounces.
After the blast, Brent moves into mucking, the most physically demanding stage. He shovels broken rock, sorts ore from waste, and fills heavy bags one by one. Dust hangs in the tunnel as exhaustion builds. Along the fractured quartz, Brent spots visible gold embedded in the rock, confirming the vein still holds value. By the end of the shift, the crew stacks 176 bags, nearly 2 tons of material, estimated to contain about 2 ounces of gold. Back at camp, the result feels earned, but the cost is impossible to ignore. There is gold here, but reaching it takes more than strength. Many viewers admired the skill and payoff, while others focused on quieter dangers, dust exposure, fatigue, and how quickly control disappears underground. If a mine still holds real gold after more than a century, why are so few willing to stay and keep digging? On December 16, 2025, Jasko, creator of the YouTube channel Jasko, camps overnight in Devil's Forest during a snowstorm. His channel focuses on haunted locations and risky nighttime explorations. Joined by Chandler on his first camping trip, he enters a forest known for disappearances, violent history, and an old cemetery with temperatures below zero.
Tonight, we're going to be camping inside of one of the world's most haunted forests. Let me tell you a little bit about this forest. So, there was a man by the name of Bernard Hatch who used to tie his victims to the end of his truck, drag them up dirt roads all throughout this forest, and then dismember their bodies all throughout. But not only that, there was a doctor, Dr. Steuben, who used to perform crazy experiments on his patients, and if he messed up, he genuinely just killed them. It is rumored that he buried them in a cemetery deep in this forest under fake names so no one would question it. Then there's also a lake where it was believed that the mafia dumped bodies into it. Now, apart from that, it is also believed that this forest is haunted by this white-faced shadow figure. Apparently, if you were to come face to face with this thing, it scars you for the rest of your life. There was also a chair in this forest, like a stone chair, and it was believed that if you sat in this chair, it would bring you bad luck. After a high school party, a girl came here with all her friends and she sat in that chair. 24 hours later, she died in a car crash. And yeah, let's show you guys around a little bit. The snow is deep, guys. I mean, look at this, ready? And luckily we have this truck, genuinely made for off-roading and stuff like that. And I will say, I don't know how much we're gonna be pushing it with this thing. We're probably gonna be doing a lot of traversing, a lot of walking. So yeah. What the hell was that? That was behind our tent.
Literally. Someone was like by the tent for a minute.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I have it ready. A spirit box. Is there anyone here at our campsite right now? I couldn't get my van here, so this is the second best thing, I suppose.
Accidental.
Accidental?
Are we talking about the death that happened to you? What actually happened to you? Can you share that with us? But what was that noise, bro?
I don't know.
Hello? Oh my God, listen to that echo.
I know.
Hello?
Gosh.
Oh, what was that? That was a voice.
How far back does this forest go?
Miles. Like miles and miles and miles. Man.
Holy, bro. Sounds like a little footstep over there. That sounds so weird because it's outside in the snow, but like I heard,
Yeah.
yeah, it sounded like a crunch, like.
Okay. All right, guys, so we were just walking and we noticed over there's a sign that leads to a trail. Now, we have no idea where this one leads to. However, we were just filming for Chandler's channel and we experienced something so damn terrifying. We didn't go the right way, by the way.
Oh shit, wait.
Yeah, we're supposed to go down the trail.
Yeah, oh my god.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Chandler, that was a laugh.
Yeah.
As they walk deeper into the snow-covered forest, the atmosphere changes quickly. Jasko hears distant sounds echoing through the trees, voices that do not belong to either of them. Moments later, a sudden laugh breaks the silence from behind. Chandler reacts immediately, turning his head and scanning the darkness. The forest answers before it reveals anything.
Chandler?
What?
I was walking, I just kept like, something was like moving with me under the snow.
Oh, what the heck?
I mean, bro, they're dirty. I mean, you take a look at them.
Yeah.
So maybe they were just ditched here a while back. Clearly,
It
this.
had to have been a long time ago, like.
If there's anybody here with us that wants to communicate, can you let us know if you were someone who died here, a victim? Were you someone who went missing here? Was your body ever found? Please use your energy into my device here. It's so like eerily quiet.
Yeah.
So when you do hear something,
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, something's here. What the hell is that? Okay, this is actually freaking me out right now. Wait a second.
Huh?
I just heard a voice. I just heard a voice. It wasn't yours.
Nope. Wasn't talking.
Someone was here. You see these tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago, but someone was here. Hello!
Okay. All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Okay, we are not alone out here. Yeah, let's start heading back.
Cool. What?
Oh, it's like, it's hard as shit.
Oh my god.
It's a hoodie, bro.
Who's taking their hoodie off in the middle of winter?
Well, we've seen tracks here. Chandler, people go missing in this forest. We just came across some personal belongings here.
Shit, hey, wait, you're right.
Along the trail, they discover abandoned items frozen into the snow. First, a pair of old boots sits partially buried. Later, they find a hoodie from New Hampshire, stiff with ice. The clothing does not look freshly dropped. In a forest linked to missing people, the discoveries feel personal, not accidental. The ground carries reminders of those who never made it back.
I don't think we should fuck with this.
No.
This is like really giving me bad vibes.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sign to let us know you're here? Oh! Oh shit!
Dude, wait, did you see that?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, remember rules.
Yes. That was like a tree knock. Let's see.
From where? I hate the woods, bro. It's so echoey out here.
Spirits, if there's someone here, can you replicate this noise for me?
Okay, bro, like where? From freaking where?
It's just like the echo. God knows where it's coming from.
As night deepens, a sharp whistling sound echoes through the forest. Jasko recognizes it immediately. Local warnings say never whistle in the woods. Chandler grows visibly tense as the sound fades into the trees, leaving no clear direction behind it. Some rules exist because someone already learned the consequence.
Chandler.
What?
They're glow sticks.
What?
Glow sticks.
What
Dude,
the
they've
heck?
been here for a while. If they're like basically underneath the snow. There's one right there as well. Bro, this one's underneath.
Wait, there's no way that those were there.
They weren't. We would have seen it before we even put the tent up. It was in front of the tent. We gotta make sure.
Hello? Wait, there could be someone in there.
Okay. So Chandler,
Yeah. Like what?
when we were here earlier, I said to you that if anyone else came out here apart from us, it would genuinely be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, one, the weather,
Yeah.
two, the driving conditions, but then we've seen footprints, recent footprints.
Yep.
So Who would be out here and why? Well, someone clearly knows that we're here, obviously. That's a given. Okay, so guys, you can see it. Police just showed up. So apparently, they got some calls about a lot of weird shit going on in the forest. We just spoke to them a little bit, kind of just cleared up. We have nothing to do with whatever's going on. They really didn't want to tap too much into it. We showed them on our phone like some timestamps we have, like when we first got here, some text messages we sent, and they were like, okay, cool. I thought they were coming back. Yeah. But we kind of just cleared everything up, made sure that we were okay. And they were also saying that they don't think it's a good idea to spend the night here.
Yeah.
When they return to camp, glow sticks suddenly surround the tent. Neither of them placed them there. Soon after, police arrive and warn them about unusual activity in the area, advising them not to stay overnight. Despite the warning, Jasko decides to continue. From this moment on, they are no longer alone in the forest.
Chandler, that was a fucking gunshot. That was a gunshot.
What was?
Chandler, that was a gunshot.
What do you mean?
What the?
Turn off. Yeah. Turn it off.
I'm trying. Is it the wind?
How the? Yes.
Wait, hold on. Shh. Wait. What is going on right now,
Wait,
Chandler?
what the? Is that a car? Was that seriously a gunshot?
That was a gunshot, 100%. 100%.
You're lying. Shh. Do it quiet.
Oh. Dude, what was that? Oh, Chandler's another gunshot. We have to go. We have to go now.
While trying to sleep, unfamiliar noises return. Then, 2 gunshots ring out nearby. The sound removes all doubt. Jasko and Chandler pack up immediately and leave the campsite in darkness, choosing safety over answers. They do not wait to see who fired the shots or why. Many viewers focused on human behavior, marked camps, distant voices, lights, and police warnings, rather than paranormal explanations. If someone marked the campsite in the dark, were they planning to come back once no one was awake? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.